Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I'll show you see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. We're back after your Imagine Dragons concert yesterday. How was it? It was a pretty good time, I would say. The thing I said I was surprised about is I actually knew a lot, not as many songs as I thought I would. Not to say that like I know Imagine Dragons discography like amazingly well, but I was like, I feel like I know most of her big songs. Not that I didn't recognise, like, I think it was about half of them where, like, during the song I was like, oh, I do know this song, but, like, I, haven't listened to it many much. Anyway, hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 12:50 PM on Sunday, July 27th, 2025. Is my mic on the right gain? Hold on a second. Yes, it does look like it. Recording now. I'm actually considering just starting the stream early because every single other time I started streaming, Blueprints has run on, like, a ridiculous amount, like over an hour longer than it intends to be. So I'm just like, well, that happens, why don't we just start an hour early? That way I could still finish around sort of 5ish. I won't have like such a, not like a strict stringent time limit, but it's more like, it's like a sort of very soft medium time limit ending around 6, but not the point. Yeah, so like Imagine Dragons, there's like a decent amount of songs I do know. Like obviously I know Believer, Demons, Radioactive, who doesn't know Radioactive. Sorry, there's like children playing outside. I don't know if you heard that scream, but I can assure you that it's probably a child having fun playing games out there, as far as I know. I think there's like a pool party or something going on, I have no idea. Or maybe like a children's birthday party. There's just unbelievable amount of screams. But yes, I completely forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, but like, I was surprised at how many songs, like, I looked at the title and I was like, I don't think I know this song. But then some of them I did recognise. Like Thunder I thought I didn't recognise, and then like when it actually got to the concert part of the song, I was like, oh wait, hold on, no, I do know this. Not that well, but I know some of it. Bones was one I was like, I don't recognise the title. Well, no, I do recognise the title, but I don't know if I know the song. And then it came on, and I was like, okay, I think I do know this song. Natural, I do know. That was one I also saw the title, did not recognise the title. The first part of the song, like I listened to it beforehand, like with a friend, just very quickly, just sort of like sampling the songs, and I was like, I don't know the song. And then it was in a concert, and I was like, wait, no, I do know the song. And I was like, you're a natural. Something like that. I mean, I bet I don't know it that well. You might be like, why did you go to an Imagine Dragons concert? Because I thought it'd be good fun, vibes. I think by now I've established that I think concerts are fun, regardless of whether I know the songs or not. I think I understand them being a lot better if I do know the songs. But it's also, you know, like dependent on the artist, dependent on the songs, etc., right? Like Blackpink was probably my favourite concert, and Taylor Swift I think was also very good. But I think a lot of it as well is also depending on the performance. You know, I think it's the reason I tended to like K-pop so much was the fact that a lot of it was very much in the showmanship of the dancing, the performance, the staging, and the outfits as well. Not to say that isn't a big part of like other musical artists as well, but you know, sometimes a lot more focus on the singing aspect rather than like the dancing performance, which is totally fine. Like it's kind of dependent on what you're looking for, right? I'm like, maybe I should shut my window, but it's also like really hot today, so I'm trying to at least get some sort of fresh air in, you know? So you might also not be able to hear it in the slightest, which is fair, but yeah, I will say the thing I always complain about with concerts is concert merch just doesn't appeal to me all that much. Like the main thing, you know, I'm going to turn up my gain a bit. The main thing I think you get from concerts is very much, or it's not the main thing, one of the more common things, so I'm also going to set up my stream at the same time, is like concert t-shirts or something, or clothing, hoodies, right? And the thing is, a lot of my style is quite minimalist, I would say, compared to maximalist. Excuse me. I'm sorry, this is very funny when I'm just like having a conversation. I just hear like goes from outside. won't even try and mimic that level of screaming or delight. What was I saying? Sorry, a little pause there, as I'm back now. No, the thing I was going to talk about was concert merch. That was it, right? With the most common merch being t-shirts and hoodies. And as I said, my design, the style I wear tends to be a lot more minimalist. I think I would, would I say that's true? I'm trying to think. I mean, it is definitely more minimalist. I very rarely tend to wear things with patterns, to be honest. Not that I have anything against them. It's just I think probably the reason is because I tend to favour more flat colours and maybe like shape of the clothes, because that allows me a bit easier to mix and match. Maximus things are very cool, but unless you're completely like committed to the very sort of Maximus style of fashion, it's very difficult, I think, to mix and match pieces together, because otherwise they end up being like, the thing with Maximus things is unless it's like fully into the maximalist style, a lot of the times it's a bit more difficult to make a variety of different things. So what I guess what I mean to say is, like, if I had like 20 minimalist single color pieces, it's a lot easier to make combinations which I prefer than if I had 20 maximalist pieces, I suppose. But your manage may vary. Again, it depends on the style, it depends on the type of maximalist piece, and color palettes, etc, etc, etc. Like, I don't think this is something you should take all to heart. It's just my preferences. But the thing is, with a lot of like concert tees and hoodies, they always have a thing where they like list, you know, like I don't mind them obviously saying like the band name and then something associated with a band, that's obviously fine. And then like something maybe associated with a specific tour, fine as well. But I dislike the fact that they have like the tour dates and every single location listed on the tour. I understand why people like it, but it's just not for me, to be honest. I'm just like, I want something iconographically representative of a concept of a tour and a concert, perhaps. But I don't need like the dates. Like, I don't even care what dates of whatever one I saw, to be honest. So I don't know. It's just not my thing. But I understand that that's the style of the concert merch. I'm not here to be like, I'm going to campaign to change it or something. Obviously, you don't buy it at a concert. If you want merch related to that band or something, you buy it outside, like in a not general store, but like the general merch, not associated with a concert. But I mean, it is a bit of a shame at the same time, because sometimes the concerts have like pretty cool aesthetics. Like this Imagine Dragons one was called Loom, and it had like this really nice sort of sunset, like pinks, orange, blues, I think is its colours. And I was just like, it's like just one step away from being like a retro synthwave sort of vibe. Not that any of the songs sound like that, but still. And was like, that could be like a really nice, pleasing colour set. And then they had like this really nice blue t-shirt with like white outlines for the t-shirt, and I was like, that'd be really nice, as long as it didn't have like all the concert dates like written underneath the logo or whatever. If you like that, more power to you. I'm not here to hate on that. Lots of people out there love concert tees and concert hoodies and things like that. It's just me personally, I would like at least one option for something maybe a bit more minimalist. Or just a greater variety of merch, to be honest, because it's 90%, like, but they have like 5 t-shirts and hoodies. They have like 2 hats. I don't really wear hats because they're always baseball cap hats. I very rarely wear them. One, because my head is pretty big, and like it's pretty difficult to get one which like fits properly. Like I have a baseball cap sort of thing. It does not fit my head that well. I need to get another one which has more like a sort of deep fit, I suppose, so like I can actually properly wear it. And also I tend to not wear like street style fashion or all that often, so it's not something which I often think about, because a lot of the time I like to do my hair up, and there's not much you can do while wearing a cap. You can still do things, don't get me wrong, but like anything which has your hair up, which is not a high ponytail coming out something like the mid-high back part, it's quite difficult to wear with a baseball cap as well. Oh, not baseball cap, but any sort of visor based hat. So I always have that. I mean, there's posters, and posters are like fine, but like also again, it's very niche problems for me specifically, because I'm just like, I don't really put posters up. Like I have I've literally 2 posters up in my room. One of them was from when I was, I think, 13, and it's an Edward poster from Hammer and Fail, and it's signed by Tom Scar himself. So there you go. I had a couple of photos. One of them being literally the test print from an HP printer, and the other one being me and my friends from like a what are they called? Like a, not a ball. What are the things which are like graduation style parties? I forget what they're called. Whatever those are called. And then literally my other poster is just a grid of all the Commonwealth flags that we got from school once. I think there's something on the back of that poster, but I generally can't remember what. Anyway, that was from when I was like 14 or something. If I was to like start redecorating my room again from scratch, I would not probably have any posters up. I probably have works of art, I think, but I'm not sure about posters. Like I think I would like want something framed and feel a bit more permanent and more cohesive, I think, with a design of a room or something. But they did sell some other, but like for one other thing they sold was a light stick. And you know, light sticks very common thing in concerts. I spoke about this before, like with especially East Asian style concerts, like Korean and Japanese concerts, pop concerts. Very, very common to have light sticks as a thing. You know, every K-pop group has like that light stick. Same with like idols in Japan. What do I think of them? I think I kind of fun, I guess. Because they used to be just like glow sticks you bring to a concert, but then they were like, all right, let's do like reusable electronic ones. And I was like, that makes sense. And then personalize it to make it look like a group. Often groups, like the members might have certain colors associated with them, so you can switch between the colors to like show your favorite, your bias or whatever. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense to me. But so I was just like, oh, you know, Imagine Dragons, they have some as well. But the thing is, Imagine Dragons one is like a sort of worst of both worlds, because it's not disposable. Well, I mean, it is disposable. It's basically, it's like between the disposable type of glow stick for one-time use, well, the chemicals, you break them and whatever, and in between the electronic reusable, like plastic ones. But it's literally, no joke, it's made of styrofoam. It has like the 3 RGB LEDs in with a simple processing board. And then it doesn't even have Imagine Dragons like emblazoned onto the styrofoam. It literally is a plastic wrap which goes around the styrofoam. And no joke, it cost £10. £10. Like, I know concert merch, always very expensive. That's about like $13 I think in US. But I know concert merch is always way overpriced. Like, it's way upcharged because, I mean, that's like where most of the sales from. It's where a lot of the money comes from. But I'm like, that's insane. £10 for this, for a styrofoam piece. I would much rather them have like either just regular glow sticks for like £1 or something, or they'd have like the more expensive ones for like £30 or something with like a cool design. Because like Imagine Dragons, I'm not here for merch teams, and again, I'm not like a target audience, so I think they shouldn't basically completely ignore what I'm saying. But I'm like, they have this cool merch as well, where they have a lot of dragon theme merch. I'm like, that's so cool. Like, I want more things to do with that. Like, I don't know, give me like a keyring or something, or like an accessory, you know, like a snap band or something. I think that's what I want, you know. I understand I'm probably in the minority, you know, sales, or it's not economically viable to do that. Like, t-shirts just make the most sense. But I think it's just like, it's me suffering from the fact that I don't really wear like emblazoned pattern t-shirts all that often. Saying I am, well, I mean, this is kind of more like a tunic rather than a t-shirt, to be fair. But again, like I guess this is me just being like, I bought this because of the form of a t-shirt more so than the actual pattern on it itself, which it basically just has a flower. I don't know what type of flower, mind you. Let's see, what does it say at the bottom here? Authentic, magnetic, natural elegance. I'm not sure what flower this is. My guess would be a magnolia. If a magnolia is what I think it is. Okay, no, I don't think this is a magnolia. I don't know, maybe. I think this is a made up flower, but still. I mean, the petals kind of fit, but I don't think the stamen and stuff fits that well. Anyway, not really the point I was going for. The point I was going for is just like, it's a shame, almost, that there is not more, how should you say, variety or the merch. But again, I'd like to reiterate, I'm not the target audience, so they should not be appealing to me in the slightest, to be honest. They should be appealing to the people who actually buy stuff. Saying that, we did buy 4 of the glow sticks, and they were kind of fun, I guess. One of my friends broke his and then disassembled it, as he usually is to do. I think he did a very similar thing with a Coldplay wristbands. And then another friend broke his, so it only did green, and then it got blue. And then red came back somehow. I don't know. I don't know what my other friend did with his, but mine is just sitting on the side of my bookshelf because I'm like, I don't really know what to do with it. So it literally is just a piece of styrofoam at the end of the day. I mean, I guess one benefit could be reasonable. Take it to a different concert, remove the Imagine Dragons logo on it, and put a different band on. Boom. And I think the fact it is soft is actually quite nice as well. It's kind of like a boomstick, I suppose, kind of vibes, just holding one. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if I had my own concert, I mean, definitely I would do the K-pop thing of like having an official light stick or whatever. Also, I just knocked over my chapstick. I don't know what it would look like necessarily, but. And I'm also only one person, so I guess that doesn't really work for switching colours between things, but I'm sure I could think of 5 or so different associated colours with myself, but yeah. I mean, that's basically what I was going to say about it. It just kind of made me laugh because we from a distance were like, oh, I think it's like a soft plastic glow stick or something. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And when we got it, it was literally just like styrofoam, and we were like, all right, fair enough, I guess. Don't know what we expected. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to. Well, I guess I should be thankful because again, I'm not like a target audience for Imagine Dragons, but I hope when I go see a band which I really, really like adore or something, they have merch which does appeal to me in some capacity. I know my tastes are like niche, or tastes are not what people should sell to, but I can't help but be selfish in this regard and be like, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Like, I said, like, I would 100% if I went to a concert and they were selling, like, a dragon plushie for Imagine Dragons. But even based off a dragon design they had, I'd spend money for that. Like, it'd probably be, like, £60 or something insane, knowing concert merch prices. But I'm like, honestly, I mean, I went to a cinema and I bought a random Toothless plushie before knowing its gimmick for, like, £20. So, I mean, again, appealing to me specifically, I like my plushies. If you don't know what this Toothless plushie is, basically it has a magnet at the bottom, and you have another piece of magnet which you can slide under your clothes so it can sit on your shoulder, and it's super cute. But anyway, I am going to round this episode up here, and I'm going to start my stream early. I know, right? We got Blueprints to be playing, and I have been thinking about Blueprints literally for the entire past week. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.